What is up, guys? What's up? What's up? Here we got here as another Wi-Fi battle. Single battles. It was Jake versus Andrew. One of my old battles. We got here something a little interesting. We decided to do a whole. You use whatever Ubers you wanted to use, and I only could use one. I decided to go with Mewtwo, and the rest of them was just regular old Pokemon. You see. It was pretty cool little battle. Which started out, it was me versus Andrew. Whoa, I'm mixing people up. It was me versus Andrew. Started out with his Tornadus, I believe. Was it Tornadus? Yes, Tornadus. Starting out my tank, my little shiny Snorlax. This is not the tank, but it's another Snorlax. Lit it off with Ice Punch, which Tornadus is weak against. Two did a super effective and froze them, which I was psyched about. Froze them on first hit. Was so happy about that. Led with another Ice Punch, finished it off. Tornadus. That was a good way to start out a battle, which I thought. I was so hyped. I was on a good note. Stands out his Cresselia. Cresselia is known for being a whole tanky Pokemon. So two tanks versus each other. Wanted to see who's the better tank. Led it with a Body Slam onto his Cresselia. It didn't do as much, but it paralyzed him, which another status move. I was hyped. I was on a roll with status moves. First Frozen, the next Paralyze, which I was hyped. So now then I switched over to my Greninja. He, with his paralyzed affecting him, couldn't do anything. He then turns out with his Protect, and then I led with my I can't talk right now, Dark Pulse, but didn't do nothing. He did his Protect. He withdrew his Cresselia and sent out a Landorus as his next Pokemon with his Intimidate. And I led with my Dark Pulse. That's what I left over. It did on a okay amount of damage. He switched again to his Thundurus. Shiny Thundurus, look at that. I then, with my Ice Beam, attacked the Thundurus. And it it did a whole shit ton of damage, which I then finished it off with a little U-turn, switched it over to my next Pokemon, knocked out the Thundurus, finished it off, 2-hit KO, but what I'm gonna do. Switched my Greninja to a Snorlax, back to the tank, which I might as well let him rain on his glory, continue his onslaught. He sends out his Meloetta, can't talk right now, guys, but he attacks my Snorlax, almost finishes it. I did a Body Slam. It did okay amount of damage, so I'm gonna die. Switched my Snorlax to my Greninja, which then he uses Psychic, but it doesn't affect my Greninja. With a good prediction right there, sent out my Dark Pulse onto his Meloetta, which finished off his Meloetta, knocked it out. Bye bye Meloetta. Then he sends out his Rayquaza, Dragon type. Well, for Greninja, he has an Ice move, so I wasn't sweating it against his Rayquaza. He did his Extreme Speed. It did more than I expected. Almost killed me. I was scared. I was all shit. I'm gonna die. Holy crap. Hopefully this kills him. Ice Beam it, and it knocked out his Rayquaza. Finished off the Dragon. He sends out his Cresselia. With my Greninja, it stuck with him. Might as well. He's almost to death, but at least he could do something. Did a Dark Pulse onto his Cresselia. Got him past half health. He did his Moonlight, which finished, recovered. Wow, what I'm thinking. Recovered his health. Well, then I switched over my Greninja to Mewtwo. Here's the Mewtwo, shiny Mewtwo. And then here's Mewtwo's try to attack. He paralyzed, couldn't move, so my Mewtwo taking advantage of the Shadow Ball onto his Cresselia. It got him close to half health. He did Psychic onto my Mewtwo. Did absolutely barely anything. I did a Side Strike onto his Cresselia that took care of more of his health. Got him closer, ever so closer, but not as much as I wanted to. He continued onto his Psychic. Didn't do as much as, again, obviously. Shadow Ball that Cresselia, which knocked it out, finished the job for me. His Cresselia is out of the commission now, and he sends out his Landorus onto his next Pokemon with his Intimidate, lowering my attack. But I then started out with Ice Beam onto his Landorus, finished it off, one hit, quit it. Knocked out his Landorus. He's basically ended the match right there. Took care of it. 1, 2, 3, finish. It's a good old battle. See you guys for the next Wi-Fi battle. So peace out later, guys. Next video. Next up, I'm gonna show you the the 3D animation, guys. So stay tuned. That will be coming up. I almost have it ready. A little preview I'm gonna show you. But here you go. Peace out, guys.